NBC, listen to me. Listen to me. NBC, listen to me. The broadcast regulators in Nigeria, listen very, very carefully. NBC, the broadcast regulators in Nigeria, listen very, very attentively. The government needs to ban all broadcast stations in the country, both TV and radio, from disseminating artificially generated videos and audios. I repeat, the government needs to ban broadcast stations in Nigeria from disseminating AI generated video and audio. Now, on April 30, 2025, TVC News said, "Oh, we've made broadcasting history. We've introduced Nigeria's first AI-generated blah 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 news anchors, delivering bulletins in Yoruba, English, Hausa, Igbo, and Pidgin. Yeah, good for you guys." Now, after that happened, everywhere just went silent. I didn't hear anything. About a week ago, okay, let me open this thing. Let me check, because I want to be accurate. About a week ago, in the US, so they generated an actor called Tilly Norwood. If you go online right now, you search for AI actor, or you search for Tilly Norwood, you're going to see a lot of articles condemning the drive. You understand now? Some of these articles are focused on gender, some are focused on unemployment, some are focused on theft of intellectual property and all that. Some are focused on how will others be compensated and all that. But in this country, now Hollywood is the entertainment industry. I even don't, apart from the humanitarian aspect of it, where if you are using AI actors and actresses, you cut out cameramen, you cut out the actual human actors and all that. They lose their jobs. You are cutting costs and then dropping fidelity and still able to entertain. But it is entertainment. If I'm watching all these actors, you understand? I know it's entertainment. Whatever they are doing, I know. I'm just catching cruise. All of us are catching cruise, okay? But this is a news media in Nigeria. April 30, they are going to be using AI anchors to deliver news in local languages and in English. And nobody's up in arms. Is it until somebody uses AI to generate the video of Tinubu or Peter Obi or Atiku, or Showore? Maybe they use video of they use AI now to generate video of Showore smoking weed. You understand what we're saying now? Or video of Shetima doing something untoward. And then they place the logo of a reputable broadcast station in Nigeria. They place on it and then they disseminate the thing. The whole thing goes viral. That's when you wake up. You start issuing fines up and down. Listen to me now. Listen attentively. NBC, act fast. Ban broadcast stations from disseminating AI-generated videos. Because when you use AI for entertainment, it's different. When you're talking about the news media, you're talking about veritasum. You're talking about veracity. You're talking about authenticity. Even if the generated video is portraying the event that has been described factually, you still need that authenticity that only a human being can produce. Only a human being can exude. You understand now? To be able to deliver that kind of content, it is news we are talking about here. We're not talking about entertainment. And that is why I think we need that ban. You understand now? If the NBC does not achieve any other thing, but is able to do this in this year, it's going to stop a lot of stuff. You need to get ahead of the curve. One of the things I realized about media and technology is that the technology travels faster than regulation, and that's okay, you understand. But if you are able to sit down and you are able to analyze what could be the potential and far-reaching implications of some of the media technologies that we deploy, and we are able to get ahead of the curve, we are going to save ourselves a lot of tears. The media is a sacred space. The media is not just about entertainment. The media is about, we are talking about information that impacts lives. You understand now? If there is flooding in Lekki, or flooding in an area in Ikorodu, or if there is an incident in Benue, you understand now, or anywhere in Nigeria, when we are receiving these footages of these incidents, we want to know, you understand now, the consumer of that kind of content should be able to know that this content is authentic. This content was not, nobody is trying to illustrate a story, you understand, with an AI generated video. You understand now? Now, I'm not saying that TVC says that this will be their modus operandi, and I'm not insinuating that this has been their modus operandi since that April 30th announcement. But I am telling you that if we don't stop it now and nip it in the bud, and we just follow the trend of progress, we are not, we don't have to do everything by instinct. We are rational human beings. We look at what we're about to do. Will this really help? Will this really help in the long run? Yes, it can be done, but should we do it? So, from the aspect of veracity, from the aspect of this is not Hollywood. Understand? Broadcast unions, understand? Broadcast journalists, if they have whatever group or whatever union they have, all of them should be up in arms right now. You understand? It is not that broadcast stations cannot have robust AI policies, but those policies should focus on preserving, understand now, the sacredness of truth, of facts, and of veracity. And AI generated videos, whether it is, just an AI news anchor belting out the news, you understand, or whether it is an artificially generated video of an incident, just factually described, they cannot fill this gap. And where we are going now, it is becoming almost difficult to distinguish between AI generated content and authentic content. That line keeps getting thinner and thinner, if it still exists at all. And this is 2025. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. We don't know where we're going to be by 2030 or by 2030, 2035. 10 years from now, we don't know where we're going to be. So that is why I think if there is still going to be anything called broadcast media, they should not be disseminating AI generated video, whether it is a news anchor reading it or they are just using a video artificially generated to describe an event. It is not needed. The only reason they may want to need it, maybe let us test it out, or let's try and do it if we can cut cost. And I understand the thinking behind that. But in the long run, the news media is in business to disseminate facts and truth. And the most important attribute of a news platform is veracity, trust. The news media should not lose credibility because of AI. There is a lot of AI slop online now. This presents an opportunity even for these broadcast media, these broadcast platforms, to set themselves apart. I want to see a broadcast station, having a tagline that not AI generated. We don't disseminate AI generated content, something like that. Yes, go ahead and have a robust AI policy, but that policy should be videos are authentic. These are real footages, not AI generated. This footage is real, it's not AI generated. You understand me now? That is where we should be. Already about 60 or 65% of the internet right now is dead. We have websites written by AI, read and analyzed by AI. Emails are written and read and analyzed by AI, and read and replied by AI. You understand? Why humans busy themselves whatever they busy themselves with. I get that for email, I get that. Even for online news platforms like Punch, The Ram News, The Cable, Premium Times, Vanguard Leadership, Daily Trust, and all that. Tribune, we get that. You can use AI to correct grammar. You can use AI to even write a news story from scratch for print and for text online, as long as the information is accurate. But when it comes to video, when it comes to images, online platforms, print medium, broadcast stations, both radio and TV, should be banned from using AI generated videos and AI generated photos. I'm not against AI. I think AI is going to be, and is already proving crucial and very beneficial in terms of the medical field. AI is going to be crucial for IoT. You know, Tesla is it XAI or SpaceX is making a lot of moves, acquiring some, telecom spectrum, in order to be able to deliver this. AI is going to be crucial to whatever the world is going to look like in the next decade. But the media space should be sacred. The media space should be sacred. Now, that is on the area of veracity. Now, on the other area now, when you talk about the humanitarian aspects now. So instead of hiring more anchors to deliver English, Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo content, or paying the people who are there more to do more work, they're just going to be subscribing to a service or buying a tool that they can now use, to generate this content to read the news. It may look like, it's making the job easy, but nah, it's not making the job easy. And this is not like the internet revolution that killed the newspaper. The internet killed the newspaper. It did not kill the news. You understand now? Because of the internet now, we have media convergence. You can have a website where you can, disseminate content in text, in photos and videos and whatever, all on one page. We didn't have that before the internet. You understand now? The major hill that the internet and digital platforms did to the news media was that it double crossed the content distribution technology, because if you don't own the distribution channels, you don't own the content. That was what made the media lose a lot of money. Before, you had almost 100% control over your revenue, because you control how the content you create is being distributed. But then we had Google Ads and other platforms, and then you depend on Google rankings and all that, and then they will take all the money and give you a share, it's part of what we are saying too. Everybody jumped on board then, instead of building their own content distribution networks, which can even still be built now, but that's not what this video is about. You understand now? The NBC, the Nigerian government, needs to get ahead of the use of AI by media companies in the country, especially the broadcast media. I think the broadcast media should be banned from disseminating AI generated content. So that's what I want to talk about. I'll see you next time.